Before we get started, I want to mention that I know that this may be an uncomfortable topic for some of you, so let's review the 4 okays together. It is perfectly okay if you feel embarrassed or uncomfortable. It's okay to be curious and to ask questions. It's okay if you don't know this information already. Some of you might have already had this talk with your parents about puberty, and some of you might be learning this information for the first time. And it's okay for males and females to know about each other's bodies. This helps us understand one another better. Today's video will introduce you to the anatomy of the male reproductive system. When we're discussing the male reproductive system, we are talking about anyone with a penis. Okay, let's get to it. This image is the side view of the male reproductive organs. This video will introduce you to each part and their function in your body. This is what the male reproductive system would look like if the individual was standing sideways and we pretended to cut them in half. In this video, we will cover the following parts: the testicles, scrotum, epididymis, vas deferens, seminal-vesicle, prostate, urethra, and penis. We will also talk about some other important changes that happen during puberty for those individuals with a penis. First, we will discuss the testicles. Usually there are 2 testicles and they're each about the size of a walnut. Sometimes people are born with only 1 testicle or may have had an accident or illness which caused them to lose one. The body is very smart and can easily function with only 1 testicle. Sometimes 1 testicle can grow faster than the other, and they may be different in size. 1 testicle may also hang lower. This is all normal. Testicles have 2 functions. They produce the male hormone testosterone, which causes changes we see in puberty, and spermatogenesis. Now, you might be wondering, what is spermatogenesis? Spermatogenesis, it means the production of sperm. Sperm are cells produced by the testicles after the start of puberty. Sperm cells are the tiniest cells in the male body and can only be seen with a microscope. Once the person with a penis starts puberty, they will continue to make about 400 million sperm cells each day for the rest of their life. Yep, that's right, 400 million every day. Sperm cells are shaped like tiny tadpoles and are able to swim by lashing their tails. When a sperm cell unites with a female egg cell, otherwise known as an ovum, this is called fertilization and can create a baby. Next, we will discuss the scrotum. The scrotum is a sac of skin seen on the outside of the body that holds and protects the testicles. The scrotum plays a very important role in keeping sperm healthy. The scrotum has the ability to pull the testicles closer to the body when it's cold and lower the testicles away from the body when it's hot. The reason the body does this is because the testicles have to be kept just below body temperature for the sperm cells to remain healthy. This is why the testicles are located outside the body and are not on the inside. If the testicles were on the inside of the body, the sperm cells would get too hot and may not survive. During puberty, the scrotum will grow and may turn darker in color. The testicles and scrotum are a very sensitive area. It is important to protect them during sports by wearing a jock, as they are easily damaged. It is equally important to never kick someone in this area, as you could really hurt them. The epididymis is the coiled tube at the back of the testicle that holds and carries the sperm. As new sperm cells are being produced in the testicles, the older cells will die off and be reabsorbed by the body. Next up, the vas deferens and the seminal vesicle. The vas deferens is the tube that carries the sperm out of the testicles. It is also known as the sperm duct. Since there are usually 2 testicles, there are usually 2 vas deferens. When the sperm are going to leave the body, they travel through the vas deferens to the prostate gland, where they mix with the fluid to produce a white sticky substance called semen. This fluid is made by 2 small pouches called seminal vesicles. The purpose of this fluid is to protect and nourish the sperm and ultimately keep them alive. The prostate gland is shaped like a donut. After the testicles have produced sperm and the vas deferens have carried this sperm, the sperm cells end up in the prostate gland. This is where sperm cells now mix with the fluid produced by the seminal vesicles to create semen. As a reminder, semen is the white sticky substance we discussed earlier in the video. Next up is the urethra. The urethra plays a very important role in the body. This is a tube that runs the length of the penis. Both urine, also known as pee, and semen exit the body through the urethra. You may be wondering if urine and semen can exit the body at the same time. The answer is no. Urine is acidic and would kill the sperm cells if they were mixed together. The urethra has two branches, one that connects to the bladder and one that connects to the vas deferens. When the penis is ready to release the semen, a valve, which acts as a one-way door, blocks off the branch to the bladder so urine cannot escape. Yet another reason that the body is so smart. Now that we've talked about the internal parts of the male reproductive system, let's discuss the penis, which, just like the testicles, is located outside of the body. The penis is a tube-like organ made up of spongy tissue, nerves, and blood vessels, and it varies in size from person to person. The penis grows as the rest of the body grows, and typically the testicles grow first. The foreskin is the name given to the skin on the end of the penis that pulls back when the penis fills with blood and becomes hard. Sometimes this skin is removed, usually soon after birth, in a procedure called circumcision. This isn't something that all families choose to do. There are many factors that may shape a parent's decision to have their child circumcised, such as religious reasons, personal, and cultural beliefs. Either way, it is normal. It is important that people who have not been circumcised clean underneath the foreskin of the penis regularly. Lastly is the anus. This is the end of the digestive tract where feces, otherwise known as poop, leaves the body. It is not part of the reproductive system, but instead, it is part of the digestive system. Now that we have talked about the male reproductive organs, we are going to talk about some of the other important changes that happen during puberty for those individuals with the penis. We've just learned that the penis is made up of spongy tissues, nerves, and blood vessels. If you look at this tissue under a microscope, it may look like it has holes in it, kind of like a kitchen sponge. Just like a kitchen sponge can fill up with water, the spongy tissue of a penis can fill up with blood. When this happens, it causes the penis to get larger, harder, and erect, which means standing out from the body. This is called an erection. Erections are a normal function of a male's body. They can happen before, during, and after puberty. Sometimes they happen first thing in the morning when your bladder is full, and sometimes they happen when you are asleep, nervous, or frightened. And sometimes they happen for no reason at all. Erections can also happen when the penis is touched or when the person is excited. Sexual thoughts send messages via hormones to the penis, and as a result, there is an erection. Unwanted or unexpected erections can be embarrassing, but it's important to remember that it's a normal process of growing up. Unwanted erections will go away on their own, but here are a few tips on how to deal with one in the meantime. Try to focus on something else until it goes away. Try sitting down, or try putting your hands in your pockets to hide it. Consider wearing baggy pants if it keeps happening. At the pool, you can always jump in or put your towel in front of you. Ejaculation is another term we would like to introduce you to. Remember, when sperm are going to leave the body through the vas deferens to the prostate gland, they mix with a fluid to produce a white sticky substance called semen. Ejaculation is the release of semen from the penis. The penis must be erect for ejaculation to happen. There also usually has to be some extra touching of the penis for ejaculation to occur. You probably didn't know that there are millions of sperm in just one ejaculation. Sometimes ejaculation can happen at nighttime when you are sleeping. We call this nocturnal emissions, or it is more commonly known as wet dreams. If someone with a penis wakes up and finds a wet, sticky spot on their pajamas, this means they may have had a wet dream. Some people have wet dreams, and some people don't. It's important to remember that whatever happens, it is okay and a normal part of puberty. If it happens to you, just change your pajamas and sheets and then put them in the laundry. At the beginning of this video, you learned that the testicles produce the hormone testosterone. All of these changes within your body could not happen without this hormone. Testosterone can also cause increased sweating, also known as perspiration. This sweating can lead to sweaty underwear or, while playing sports, sweaty jock straps. Sweaty underwear or jock straps can lead to a scaly, itchy rash in the genital area. This is called jock itch. To prevent jock itch, it is important to keep this area clean and dry. You can do this by drying the area well after bathing or showering. Sometimes people use cornstarch to help absorb excess moisture. If you notice the scaly, itchy rash, don't panic. Jock itch can be treated with an antifungal medication available at the drugstore without a prescription. Talk to a trusted adult if this happens to you. In this video, we reviewed the male reproductive system, including the testicles, scrotum, epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicle, prostate, urethra, and penis. We also talked about some of the other changes that may occur during puberty, such as erections, ejaculation, and jock itch. We hope you now have a better understanding of how the male reproductive system works. Remember, if you have any questions, you can always talk to your teacher, parent, or a trusted adult.